Hey folks, this is Noble Rambler, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Banished. We're using the Colonial Charter mod, version 1.6 of Forge Awakens, and this is the southern end of the farming area of Ramblington. We'll call these the South Farms, right over here. Eventually we're going to have the North Farms right over here. You know, this is the very big map. And I'm seeing just filling this area right here taking us at least another month. I don't think the computer can handle the entire map. It may have been a mistake to have chosen this one. So we may not be able to fulfill any kind of a long-term goal of just going till there's, like out of room or anything like that. We bought stone last time. So let's see, am I running? I'm not. Let's get some wells in. Why did I have this opened? Oh, the tailor we just put in. And did I set the tailor where I can find it? I did not. Well, we'll find it eventually. Wells. There. This guy. So, where is our nearest well? Probably out over here somewhere. Seems like it was near the school. Yeah, right there's a well. Okay, we have a river right there. Kind of neat there's a river running behind these houses. You can just see it's moving along. And this well's making a lot of noise, isn't it? There. So we want a well. I'm thinking 2 wells in here. If we put one over here to protect the businesses, that's still a long walk to put this house out before it spreads to this one. So let's do that. 1 well right near this crossroads. I think that looks good right there. Another one. Got that one right there. And we may eventually put a few more houses down here. We'll see if we've got to grow any further before we can get up into this other area, the north crops. Let's do one more in here. Got 1 row around. No, I guess not. We're butting up against it here. We've got a well here. And we've got a well there. Or there. So let's do something right in this area. Yeah, this one, that looks good right there. I have a triangle here you can't really do anything with. So that's the wells there. We've put in a... Once a building burns, there's no stopping it. I've never been able to put it out before the building is destroyed. So putting a well here to protect this won't really do any good. Besides, he's next to the water. So nothing. You'd have to have something else burning and put it out before it spreads to this to do any good. If this thing lights by itself, then it's just going to light. I don't know how the mechanics work on what is chosen to burn and what is not. I would think something with a chimney would be the candidate to what's going to light on fire. I don't think I've ever seen a market light on fire all by itself. It's always been a house, or actually, as far as I know, it's always been a house. As far as what I've experienced, we didn't leave room here for a road. Let's put a road in just to speed up the ability to walk along the outside of this orchard over here, even if they're only going to go that far. But a well in this area, so let's do a little bit of searching here. Do we actually... Reserve of tools is low again. Okay. Do we actually have any wells over here? I don't recall. I remember putting wells over here. I know we had one hiding right there. So we could use another one probably in this area. Don't see any. This is all really important stuff too. Alright, so let's well over here. Kind of watching what's happening here. A lot of babies being born. Good news. Otherwise, laborers, yeah, we're kind of iffy over there. Alright, so right on the corner. Yeah, I think so. And then we want something else kind of in here. Let's look around this area. Any wells? I see. It's kind of interesting how the oil press works there. almost like a, I don't want to say like a millstone, but it would be something a little different for pressing. Trader has arrived. So this corner here. Boy, you can almost see it, but not quite, huh? Alright, so we'll go right there. And right here. What is the red right there? Did I just put one there? I just put one there. Okay. That's a logical place to put it. I want to do it twice. So we're there, and we're somewhere over here. Let's get into here. We have the river to protect this group. So somewhere in the middle of this group. So somewhere like over here. That's red because it's part of the house. So we have only one space in between. We have two spaces in between. So I could put one right there in place of that tree. Or I could go over here. So we've got one in, what did I do? Right over here somewhere? Right there. So if it were... Now we might want to fence in around this, so I think we're a little too crowded to do that. We'll go right there. Alright, the river kind of does a good job of keeping these safe. What's happening in this area now? So we put a well in right there. Maybe we'll put one in right there as well. Yeah, fire can be a big problem. When you choose disasters for your map, you got to be prepared for disasters. I don't think we have the river right here. Where did we go in this area? It was right over here somewhere? I'm gonna go there. Okay, another trader coming in. Let's work on traders. Oh, they're all coming in. Alright. Food is rolling in. Food is at 60,000. We did shut down our gatherers. It was at 66,000 before. We're at early autumn, though, so we have another harvest coming in. So, yet another trader. Okay, so the only foods I can think of are foods that we would be processing into something else. We're using olives now, not kernels. And nothing else here. There's no meats to chop up. I'm going to say we're not going to get anything from him. This one, tools of 153. So the 100 we bought just got loaded into the economy. Bronze, homewares, iron tools, copper, tin ore, fancy. Yeah, we're good there. There's no stone. Dismiss you. This one. What have you got? Seeds. Okay, that was easy enough. Dismiss. Traders are done for the year. Okay. People dying. Oh boy. I want to keep the laborers going. Just got to get a few more years and pop some kids out of the schools. And we'll be fine. Let's see, I've been kind of spoiled lately. This is how we used to run all the time, remember? Well, these nomads have made it way too easy. So easy that we've expanded beyond the ability to reproduce because we've given the nomads all of our houses. Let's do let's see here. So I've got all the wells in. The only thing that got left from last time was wheat. Wheat's being processed. Let's turn our soupery into wheat soup. You're down here. Wheat soup. Okay. Going to do that from the roots. We've got a bunch of wheat coming in, and we've got no wheat. This must be our first year with wheat. Ah. There we go. So maybe I spoke too soon. So we do have a bunch coming in. It just hasn't been brought in from the fields yet. But I think I need to give that a year. So get 2 years worth of wheat in. So let's go back to our roots for a while. Okay. This just popped because these guys haven't been brought in yet. So we may have a hard time getting this stuff brought in. Something we got to really think about. We're down to 5 laborers. So what do we want to shut down to get our crops in? If we set these all to farmer pickup, then we're not going to process near as much food because there's not enough time for a farmer to make all the trips in. The fields are too big for farmer pickup on purpose. Looks like we had a year of processing here. Let's just take a peek at this. We were bringing in the 390 range. Now we're bringing in 390. So it doesn't make a difference. It's the same thing. Okay. So I'm at 1, aren't I? No, I'm at 2. I'm at 2 with a really big map and about roughly 500 and some people. So we're starting to really tax the CPU of my computer. So 2 now looks like 1. I think that's what's going on. So let's kill this field and put in a plantation right back the way it was. And we're going to call this one hemp. There you are. And not farmer pickup. Is there anything else here that can be not farmer pickup, or can be farmer pickup, not laborer pickup? We have 2 people working this one, so they should be fine. I'm thinking fields that are immediately next to storage, easy storage. These 3 can all be farmer pickup. So what else can do that? You guys can be farmer pickup. And you. These guys are maxed. Wish there was a way to say dump. Let them dump half of it into here so we can get this space back without saying, dismantle it for a while, then try to remember to undismantle it in time. 100. Okay. So they're all having to head this way instead. So these guys, I'm not going to do him. Storage over here. Well, these are not labor pickup anyway. And what happened there? He popped, and this has got to go back. Okay. So these guys could, except that he's full. Although this one's got room for quite some time, and this one here, is that too far away to walk in? We'll just do farmer pickup on this one for next time. So that's going to alleviate some of the stress. We are doing 2 farmers in the crops, or in the orchards. I wonder if we could get away with the farmers doing the work. I don't know. We are starting to see our numbers dropping, but that's because the food's not been picked up. Okay, so let's spend a little time figuring out what industries we can strip down for a while. Let's look at this carefully. We could do the ale winches for now. That wasn't all that vital. Dock workers are important. Foresters, we can thin that down by 4. Okay. Let's see. We've already touched the gatherers, and we didn't steal from the hunters. We could do a portion of them. The miners is probably where we can do the most. But unfortunately, I can't choose which ones from here. So I'm hesitant to get into that. But there's 16 laborers. That should get us through this season. And this feels very slow. So I'm going to kick it up to 5, even though I'm still kind of talking my way through the beginning of the episode here. And I'll pause it so I can move around. How are we doing over here? Alright, so you fully staffed, and you have made 50 ore, compared to one with more of a history, fully staffed, and made 48 and 51. So we're heading for maybe 60-ish, because this still isn't accurate. There's a bunch of tin added to it as well. So really, almost 70. No, we just switched over? No, we just went to frost to not frost to frost, but we're still in autumn. Late autumn, we've dropped, so all the last of the production has ended. This guy is doing what? 60? And what was that? A cave-in. Tennessee, the miner was killed in a cave-in. Bummer. Alright, what are you making? You are making almost 200 a year. That's pretty good. Probably a little more than that. We've still got some winter to go. Copper, haven't really paid much attention to right now. We're just storing the ore until we get to use it. But I don't want to put together any more businesses yet till we get more of our laborers replaced. So, copper, we're bringing in not a whole lot. We'll say 60 a year is where we're going to cap out. Houses, 39 and a child. And 21 and potentially lots of children. These double clicks are driving me nuts. 29, 36. That's good. And still no abbey and transparent cemetery. Okay. Well, we've got nothing else queued up right now except for wells. Will they choose wells? We've got all of our workers here, and they are working. Okay. As far as I know, we've always had all the supplies there. I didn't really notice that. I just assumed that we did. This is now farmer pickup. And that probably harmed us there. Let's turn that off, just to get the last of these in, so they'll just concentrate on going back and forth and getting that done. Then we'll maybe turn it back on again. The other choices were over here, so we'll quickly do that as well. Let them just finish off. So this one is now done. There we go. This one back. This one even have a chance now? Probably not. Well, she may be the one. We'll watch her work for a second. Nope, she's just passing through. Okay. So we're probably done for the year. We'll do that. How are our meats doing now? I'm pretty satisfied. The only one that's iffy is this one right here. Any cows that are butchered right in this area are probably going to be lost. Over here, they should drop over here, and over here, they should drop over there. It's just, if this cow went, we may not get that counted. But we had 1,400 last year, and we're 1,100 this year. So that's doing really good. Much better than anything we had seen before we made these changes. So this one, 1,600, even with a slightly smaller pasture. 1,600 venison. That is outstanding. Sheep, mutton, 1,200, 1,100, and over here with the milk, or the, we'll call the milk cows, the Frisian cows. 600, 500, plus lots of milk, lots of leather. What's the leather over here? 10, okay. Alright, and we've got pigs over here. How are they doing? 1,400. And, let's see, we did not switch over. 1,400, 1,100. This had a blank in it. Previous season 0. What was that all about? Maybe well, no, it's been a couple of years since we swapped them in. We'll keep an eye on that. Maybe this is an issue right here, not having a space on this side. Maybe we do need to shrink this guy down yet. We'll see. Alright, so we are picking up. We are mostly done with those extra. We got these guys to do too, and we've got all this to do. Although the orchards are not affected because it's outside of the orchard. So there's meat over here, slab of beef. So these guys, if early spring hits and there's still stuff in here, then they can't start farming. They can't start planting. But if the orchards do, that's not a problem. They'll get it before the next harvest does hit. Anyway, 29%. 23%. So housing is what I was going to check on next. Let's do this. How are we doing now? We still need... I'm going to pause so I can scroll faster. 1, 2, 3. If there's multiples, then it'll branch off at each one of these houses, but it's just the one there. So 3, and you're fine. 4. So we need 2 more houses for these guys. This guy, more. One of them will work over there. So 2.5. And this guy. So we were at 5. So 6, 7. And this guy. We're all over the place here. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Is that the majority of our workers now out in this area? 12. These guys should all be fairly local. Yeah, they're fine. Let's say 14. So 7 more houses is what it's going to take to satisfy the demand for jobs in this area. Alright, so we're looking for 7 more houses. Let's do 8 more houses right in here. Kind of like this pattern here sitting right there. So this guy is satisfying all the needs here. Nothing else going on that I need to be aware of? Don't think so. So let's do 8 more houses right in here, and I think we'll call that good on housing for now. And 44 people in school now. Laborers are popping in here and there, though we are losing them too. Our 16 is down to 10. Okay, so more houses. Let's go in with... I'm hesitating getting into these guys over here. So we're going to continue the pattern over here. We'll get back to that city eventually. We'll turn you toward this road here, and we'll kick up 1, in case we do end up with a double road to this bridge. So 1 there. Same thing over there. And let's do a salt box there, and a stone there. Reverse that. He can go... Let's see. I think I'm not going to make those blocks line up the same. So we'll do that there. Traders coming in. Salt box over here. So we're going to have a road going up that way. And he lines up there. Just like that. Country house is going to finish us off here. So something like that. And like that, but I'm going to turn him to this side here. Like that. Okay, roads. We've got a stone cutter crushed by a rock again. That's where most of our labor is going. That is a dangerous industry. And another thing that sucked away our tools that I forgot to mention. Not only did we get a lot of nomads, we opened up a lot of jobs that use the tools. So, a lot of miners, and now back to the stone cutters. So those take away our tools really fast. Roads, and probably road building. That's hard work on tools too. So this can come over. That looks good right there. We'll do that. Okay, so there's 8 more houses. And let's watch these. Oh, we're done here. Let's watch these as they go in. After this, though, we're going to go explore the abbey. See what that's all about. I've never actually built one before. Never got that far into previous versions of Colonial Charter. Early spring and we're still frozen. Another bad year coming. Speaking of year, here's our litmus test. 2700 is a great year on olives. 22 again. That's 2 years in a row with 22. Darn. Wow, we are still holding hard into a freeze. We are running at 5 speed. We're not long from clicking over to spring, and we're still below freezing. This is not good. Okay, Abbey. Over here. Need to kick our road up into there. So, food count, herb count, luxuries. Now, what I'm not certain about is I'm not seeing a circle. So it's not like he collects from a certain range. So does he gather? Oh, we get to choose. Is he going to go out and find blueberries or herbs, or is he going to make ale? I think that's what's happening. We'll choose ale to be dumped into our inn and garden. And I'll pause it. We've got traders stacking up on us. Here is the transparent graveyard here. Cemetery. Alright, looks good. And we're really needing that. We have a lot of unhappy people right now. So, laborers are still dropping. I was about to say let's turn on some ale wenches and see if that helps with happiness, but we don't have the luxury of doing that. Okay, so we're done here. No, we do need to employ. We can go as far as 2. Let's go ahead and do that. So we get those guys going, and cemetery is done. Alright. Wow, we almost have an empty screen here. So we have 3 traders going on. Let's turn around so that I can keep my brain in the right direction. Trader Darylin the Greengrocer, who's been with us from the very beginning. And we have olives. I wonder. Whoa, the food got in. 82,000 food. Wow. Okay, I think we can just keep building houses for a while, can't we? That's good. That right there is a license to go and build the houses over in the city. So that's where we'll possibly head next. And we're supposed to build a blacksmith, a second blacksmith somewhere. So we'll do that over on this other road over here. So this building sitting over here somewhere. Here. But olives we're using to make oil. Let's grab all those. Anything else that we're using to process? We were making preserves out of strawberries. Let's do that. To make fruit jam. That's all I see there. Don't need the food, but we'll take the stuff to process. But let's sell food in order to... now if I were to, let's see, 100... Though we are using roots right now, aren't we? Though I have a feeling we have a gob of roots. That's one of those things that just doesn't get used very often. So yeah, we will sell the roots. Add a 0 to the end of all these. That's the fastest way to do it. Let's get rid of all the other foods. So 500 mutton. I'll just keep typing 500. It'll change it to what is correct. Chestnuts, sure. 100 and a 0. Beef cuts, 100. Venison cuts. That it? Pub meals, 150. Alright, overpaying by $13.50. So that got rid of all the food that we had available to get rid of, right? I think so. No, these right here. Is there any point in going any further? Is there anything else here that was important? Actually, I'm not thinking that there is. Okay, we'll save our roots. And 350. What else was worth saving? Anything else that had a dual use? Nothing else that we're actually using. So we'll just pick something and pull back. So back 350, so change this to a 150. There we go. So that gets us a whole bunch of strawberries and olives. which we'll use to make things from. So trade and dismiss you. Just noticing, we shut down our sawmills quite a long time ago. Has that harmed us any? Lumber, right there. Still fine. Okay. We were trying to get our log supply back up. Seeds, I still don't see any reason to buy anything more. There may be something there that's important, but it'll come back someday. So dismiss you, and you. Tools are decent. Iron ore, lumber, iron. We're still hurting on iron, even though we doubled the foundry employees. Why is that? Furnace fuel, 2,600, plenty. Though we may need to up that soon. We are starting to use it in more and more places. Yeah, let's do that. Again, we have lots of food, so let's go ahead and spend food for a little while. So 200 iron. Start at the bottom here. Pewter, no. Tin ore, sure. Let's go ahead and supplement that. That's something that too is going to turn into something much bigger. So I guess it's fine to go ahead and keep bringing that in. For that matter, I guess iron ore as well. It's the same price. Anything else here that would really benefit us? Clay. Clay was on the upswing. 2,600, yeah. Sand. Did we ever level off? You're here somewhere. Sand. 2,500. Yep, we're good. All those are on their way up, even though we're using them. So, clay we can ignore. Iron ore, we'll go ahead and do that. Even though we're making it. Charcoal. We should be fine. Yeah, 5,000. Okay, we'll call this done. Coke fuel. We had pulled back on coke fuel. We still have over 5,000. Yeah, we're doing great on fuels. Firewood. How much of that is actually firewood? Firewood. Still 3,500. Okay, we're good. So we're looking for 2,000. And we can do that in mutton. Let's see, venison cuts we're making pemmican out of. I think we're still doing that. Any other foods over here? Actually, there aren't any. This doesn't have all of the gatherer foods in it. So we'll take what we've got. Get rid of these first. And that is it. We take the pub meals. And let's see, healing oils we can do. What is that? That gives us 600. Alright, so 550 more. What do we want to get rid of? We'll do the statues. 70 more. There was something here that sold for 70. One of these guys. Alright. So that got us iron ore and tin and iron and tin ore. Alright, trade and dismiss. Okay, make you tiny. And let me look at my list here before I get moving. Tin production has been looked at. We are ready to switch over the carrots right here. I'm thinking. Carrots now. 6,000. Yep. So you are now. No. You are already carrots. Okay, so that's been done. And this was going to be switched over to wheat. As soon as we had some real wheat, some real quantities. Still only 800. We're not. So roots are holding at what? Still 4,000. Okay, we got to leave that alone. He's fine. You, blueberries. And I don't see ever running out of blueberries. Although we did cut our gatherers back. But still 6,000. And we're using 15. Yeah, we're going to be making blueberries for a long time. Duck meat. Duck, 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 duck. There, we're still fine. Okay, these guys, will you guys stop dying? Wow, we're going through citizens right now. Alright, so that was that. I think we can get back over here for a while. Let's do that. Now, I was thinking about taking out these houses to put businesses here and setting the houses back into this area and this area. So let's start working on housing in this area first. Although the first thing we're going to do is that second blacksmith. So let's get him going. We got schools over here. Don't know what needs to sit across from the school. But let's pop one here in the middle. Then we'll build outward from there with other buildings. So blacksmith would be here. About that distance from... That's right, we don't know where these blocks are going to be. We have a road here. Let's imagine a road there and a road there. So let's just go to that center point right there with the blacksmith, and we'll work around that later. Okay. Something like... Actually, if I kick it over, we'll do that. We'll get a road kind of right up in this area here after he builds. Alright, so let's keep him queued up to remember that we're trying to supplement that. Otherwise, it's this mine that I'm thinking about as far as housing goes. The next place that's really important. Because he is all over the place trying to find homes. So that one's important. In fact, we take care of this, and we'll take care of some jobs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So suddenly there's 3 houses that are cleared up for other purposes. So let's get into here. So we need houses behind this area and a road. And a road shooting this way somewhere. Did we? Okay, let's clear that out. We did put a road in this way. Okay. So let's get houses right through here and then a road up the back side. There's a road right there. Okay. So there's our skeleton. So road. Are we running? We're not. Let's get running. This road's going to come through here. And we'll kick him down into here a little further. That goes in. This road, let's take that a little further this way. In fact, there's no reason why not to do that. Right across the front here. We need storage for these guys. We haven't done the any kind of a stockpile. Watching this go away again. We're going to have to thin out more jobs to be able to pick up the crops next year. Oh, the balancing game. Pretty soon, though, I'm not super worried. We're popping laborers. We're seeing more yellow than we're seeing white. But students are going in. Babies are being born. Laborers are popping out. We're seeing a cycle, and we're probably leveled, and we're gonna start going back up again. So no big worries. We'll let all this finish, then we'll unravel that and see what's in there. But let's get this stockpile going. This guy, that guy. Coal is material. Iron ore will also be material. Anything else we're going to do with big mines in this area is all going to be material. So no problem with going in with material. So that's our corner. Let's go in one and in one. And let's do... Oh, wish I knew where this other block is going to land. Let's pick a place for this block to cut through. Then we'll do a... Here? Nope, that's actually built up against us, didn't we? Yeah, we did. So this block... It needs to be right there. That's where it needs to be. So... Doesn't make sense to put a block right here and just have one building in it. Well, at the moment... Let's just pick a place. We'll build around it. The road is right there. I would have thought it'd be right about here. I'm thinking this goes away and these go away. They all get rebuilt in other places, and this is all businesses. So where do we want the business to, the road to be when we get to that point? Is kind of where I'm at. I'm not stuck in a rut of where I am now. What are we going to make later? So that to there to about there. So I'm thinking it's the blacksmith plus a space. So the road is right there. So that guy goes across. and heads to, trying to picture my road. I think it's right there. Okay, so with that there, can we see that? Almost. Okay, I can see it this way, right? Come on, click it. Right there. Okay, so let's road these 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. Road, we'll do this one for now. No, that's his brick. This whole area. I wonder if this area all should have been brick. I wonder if it shouldn't have been. I wonder if just the main road should have been brick. I don't know. Maybe go back and change that someday. Stockpile. That's where I'm at. This one, that one, that one. Alright. So that's what I needed to see to know where to put it. So this corner is there. In one, in one. This goes over till we hit there. And we go in one. So 8, 6. We'll go 6. This could be significant. This could be a considerable mining area later when it's all said and done. So with that, we've got some roads we really need if we can get those in so we can see them. No, I was about to say let's queue up some, let's wipe out some trees in here, but no, not with 6 laborers who need to be pulling crops. So we're not going to do that. But we'll just do our best to figure out where the roads are and put the houses in. So houses, we can get into some better housing over here. So let's pull up our choices. Where do we want, well, not here. I do want to build that big fancy structure with all of these buildings. But not next to the mines. That doesn't make sense. That makes more sense over in the government area. The school, that's probably what's going to happen right here. I would think so. So over in this area, what do we have? We could have variants of it, though. Yeah. We do want another one of these guys in. In fact, there's no reason why I can't go right behind it. Just going to move these guys in a little bit so we can have businesses over here. So let's go ahead and get that one going. That is this one. So he's going to go in this place, and we have our road right there. Good, it's already laid out. So there's the corner. We're going to come in one and up one, and we'll do that. All right, so he goes in. Let's keep blacksmith queued off to the side. He's pretty important. So with him in, another road is right there. So we have room for a nice house right there. Well, this one is white. There was no variation of that, right? No, nothing changes. Let's put in the large residence. Any variations of this guy? No. Does he fit? Oh, I see. 2 road tiles can sit on that. Okay. He's pretty tight. Yeah, we'll do that right there. Okay, so that one, we'll keep an eye on him too. And otherwise, this side of the road is going to be a little more... Well, what are the choices? These are all pretty tall buildings, aren't they? Well, maybe these are some affluent miners. Yeah, that's the ticket. What do we got here? You have a chimney on both sides. These are like the... Oh, these are the row houses. Yeah, these are all the houses that can build right up against each other as well as these guys. So an officer's townhouse uses regular homewares. All these do. So it's just this one and this one that takes the fancy? Everything else is regular homeware. Okay. Decorative corner area does not flatten the ground when built. Okay. Alright then, let's go in with some of these guys. These are nice ones. We'll have these guys facing the road in front of this area. So that road is right there. So he's over here. We cross this road right here. So there's our corner. Come in here. And let's put... Now, are there any variations? Yes, there are. I didn't see what we just built, though. It's changed to a white one, so I assume that it was already a dark one. Let's do 2 dark ones in a row, then. And we get to go out to as far as we want. We don't have a road at this end. Let's put in... Alright, let's put in 3 dark ones. It'll look like one big apartment building sort of thing. We'll see what that looks like before we do any more like that, to see if that's a good plan or if it's not. Still 5 laborers. We're still running at 5 speed? We are. Trader is in. And I'm at 45 minutes already. Ugh. Time. Aqua Vitae? Sounds like vitamin water. Is that what is that? Rum. Oh, that's some kind of an alcohol. I don't speak Spanish. I'm sure that's Spanish. Aqua. Spirits, ale, pipe tobacco, rum. Yeah, we're going to say no to you guys. Dismiss. And you are coming in. While you're doing that, has the abbey made anything? Here. Inn and garden. Abbey. History. Has made 47 ale and 2 hardwood. Okay. Free ale. I like it. So this guy, pause. Now we can move over here. He's leaving. Okay. So you have brought us more seeds, and we can say no to that without a guilty conscience. Alright, so with that, I guess another episode of Ramblington is in the books. This has been Noble Rambler, and if you'd hit the like button down there below the video, I'd really appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't already. We've got a lot more of Ramblington coming at us, though I think we're going to be coming a little more slow and laggy as we go. We'll see about that. I've got to go through and tear my computer apart this weekend and do some dusting, and maybe it's a temperature issue. We'll see if things clean up after this. And I've also got a 4 terabyte hard drive I've got to get formatted and put in there. I'm at, I don't know, 200, and I guess closing in on 250 videos. And I've got a 4 terabyte hard drive that's storing all of the final versions of those videos, and it's starting to get maxed out. There's a good 3 terabytes in there, all filled up. So it's time to get this other one going. I'm going to put it into a hard drive dock that I can sit outside of the computer, and I'm going to just grab all that 3 terabytes worth of videos and put it onto that other one and use that as an archive drive. Then the one that I'm using in the computer will be emptied out again, and I can go another 4 or 5 months worth of videos. So that's my plan for the weekend. That's why I got 2 of these episodes done tonight, so I don't have to record tomorrow. So pray that the computer actually turns on again when I'm done. Otherwise, Noble Rambler will be AFK again for a while. So with that, I'm going to call this one done. I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.